Highlights of a big afternoon here. 130 plus kilometres of action. And a race between two old foes on that front row. Cam Waters getting the job done and getting the nod. It's the second time that exiting turn one, Chaz Mostert was looking at tail lights. But rather dirty racetrack in the opening lap, particularly down there at turn 7, caught Cam Waters out. And the immediate change for the lead happened right there. And you thought that maybe Chaz Mostert was about to do exactly what we saw him do 24 hours ago. It's not been a great weekend for Erebus. Jack LeBrock turned around down at the bowl off the bumper of Nick Percat, who would get penalised for that one. He and his teammate would finish last and second last, LeBrock and Kostecki not finishing this race. Nearly got worse, didn't it, for the Bendix car off the bumper of James Courtney, and this one in pit lane as well, between Tim Slater, who got penalised for that touch-up in pit lane with the inbound Jackson Evans. This was the critical moment of the race. So they did 2 tyres yesterday, 4 tyres today. It put them in an awkward rejoin with Thomas Randall. Randall having to get his foot out of the bucket. Ultimately, that meant that Chaz Mostert would get a 5-second time penalty. And that would have a bearing on the race result with just 2.5 seconds separating those two at the checkered flag. Ryan Wood dropping down to 8th at the end of this one. And the fight was on for the last spot of the podium between Randall and Brown. Randall wasn't going to go quietly into the night. There would be contact down at turn 7. Randall off and into the weeds and the dirt. 5-second penalty to Will Brown, who would end up finishing 5 seconds clear of Will Davison anyway, so it didn't matter too much for him. Randall would drop down to 5th behind Will Davison. Both Shell V-Power cars did a really nice job bouncing back from a tough day yesterday to finish inside the top 10. Mostert first to the checkered flag, but right behind him was the Monster Energy car inside 5 seconds, which meant that he was the race winner here today. He lost a race like that to Will Davison in the recent years, so that would feel extra sweet for Cam Waters and for Monster Energy. Winners here today on a race day Sunday in Perth.